Never far from the Queen. Merwald has told me that I might find the Leaden Key in the City of Defiance, never far from the Queen. It is there I must go if I am to track down the man who triggered my awakening. I've made my way into the chambers beneath the ruins of the Temple of Woedica. If what Merwald said is true, this is my best chance to find the Leaden Key. Yes, although I do feel like I am intruding and murdering. It doesn't feel right. Though I'm no saint. On the other hand, I did see somebody that looked just like that, the man who awoken me. Our vision of the past, at least, of somebody similar before coming into here.
Yeah.
Now, let's see what we can find.
I shall be discreet.
Yeah.
Must be quiet. Haven't run into any traps here with Woedica, but nothing we couldn't get past. I'm sure. If I do find anything... Aloth falters and brings a hand to his forehead. He takes a staggering step forward, coughing and sputtering.
Back you, Claude! Those hooded fiends are nigh to be trusted!
Aloth, hey, no, that's not the best time for that. He grimaces, catching his breath. It's nothing, I'm fine. He coughs again. This probably isn't the best place to linger anyhow. What's going on? I heard that from all the way over there.
Hey.
Light.
Yeah. Sure.
There are no traps. Another door ahead. Take it slow. Wave to everybody. Come this way.
Yeah.
There's a man ahead, I see. Some warrior and a priest. They might spot me here. Well, there's nothing for it. We've got to enter this place. Get ready for combat. Kill the priest first.
No!
That's a lot of people. Several priests and a couple warriors. Ader, please knock down the warriors. Take care of them. Everybody else, concentrate on this priest. We could really use our bard friend, who's currently at our keep. Alright, what can we do? Get up ahead. Itumak! Itumak's down. This woman's really hurt, but she's not dead. She is now. What can I do here? Iron skin for one. Let's get around these fools. Take out the shrouded man in between. Must set them on fire. There's a wizard over there pelting me with his bloody spells. Lightning bolt. That hurt him. And that hurt us. Damn it. Taking this mage out.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Need to paralyze if we can.
Point the way.
Ada, we need to take care of that big guy over there. Thank you. Okay, I'm on the mage. Utamak is down.
How may
Attack your willpower.
Ready, Watcher.
The last warrior's down. Everyone focus on this shrouded man. I've hopefully got this mage. He's down.
Dead on!
There. Zagani, you're hurt, and a Tumak went down, but the shrouded woman, crumpled at your feet, lies the body of a woman. She wears a dark robe that bears an insignia resembling a key. As I approach the woman's body, feelings of rage assault me. The dead woman's voice howls in my ears, and her lingering consciousness rends at mine. Her essence tingles through my bones and membranes. It fills the spaces between my ears and behind my eyes, clawing deeper into my core. I see a gathering of men and women wearing robes like hers, their faces hidden behind masks. One by one they approach her, whom they know as an acolyte, and she places her hand on each of their foreheads, searching their thoughts. She tests them with a ritualistic question, a bunch of them, and they answer their oath is sealed by the Leaden Key. She asks them of their tasks. She gives them new ones, all without a word. Try to see the tasks. Her essence flares, fighting to boil my blood, burn my memory, and splinter my bones from within. Yet between its strikes, I see flashes of something else, a tower, a prisoner, and a ruin. I funnel all of my concentration into a single effort of will, a sharp point that pins the raging soul in place like an insect in a display case. With the thing under control, I'm able to examine it and the three thoughts swirling inside. Let's start with the first one. Examine the thought about the tower. I see a palimpsest of a neighborhood. Run-down estates are cobbled around a cemetery and an ancient tower. Savage shapes prowl the streets, and in the tower a man hunches over a strange mechanism. I can't see him clearly, but there's something unnatural about him. Somewhere nearby I see a woman with a scar over her heart. I understand that she has something he needs. I also see a door in the base of the tower, a seemingly impenetrable slab of stone and copper. But then the acolyte reveals the invisible split between the perfectly matched halves, and I understand how the copper veins convert a command into action. I know how to open the door. Inquire about the prisoner. In my mind, I see a building, magnificent with trellises and tiles, and located on a pristine boulevard. The wealthy and learned stroll in and out, trading knowledge and coin. Yet it also houses misery and madness. Somewhere within its rotten core sits a man, his hair matted but his eyes alert. He watches and waits, a prisoner by choice. Could that be the sanitarium area, or... Yeah, Brackenberry. Could be. I don't know the city that well, though. Look into the ruins. The acolyte's vision takes me out of Defiance Bay into a town in the wilderness with a watermill. A signpost on one of the paths reads Deerford. Several figures huddle together, shrouded in cloaks and hoods. An image of ruins suddenly looms in my mind. 2 skeletal effigies flank a cleft in the mountainside. Back away. 2 skeletal effigies. 2 of those visions were from in the city. The Death's Gate. Through the Death's Gate, the acolyte vision showed me mysterious ruins somewhere outside of Deerford. Leaden Key has sent operatives to find the site, though their purpose is unknown to me. I don't know exactly where these ruins are. Perhaps someone in Deerford Village does. Gives us a place to start. Undying Heritage. The acolyte showed me a vision of an ancient tower in a derelict district of Defiance Bay. There was a strange man in the tower working on some kind of machine. I also saw a woman with a scar over her heart. I don't know where she is, but I suspect that she holds the key to whatever happened there. Leaden Key was interested in this tower for a reason. I need to understand what it does if I'm to figure out their plans. Leaden Key acolyte showed me an estate tower near a cemetery in a neighborhood filled with rundown estates. Following this lead will require locating the tower. Asking around would be a place to start, perhaps among the patrolling justicars who would know the city well. Well, there's a cemetery there and a tower. A man who waits. The Leaden Key acolyte showed me a vision of an agent in a place of misery and madness. I need to find this agent and discover his or her plan to see if it holds any clues to find the man I'm searching for. Leaden Key acolyte showed me a wealthy neighborhood that also houses misery and madness. There is someone waiting there, a prisoner by choice. If I had to find this person, I would need to find the neighborhood. Perhaps the guards will know of it. I don't know why the sanitarium comes to mind, but like I said, there could be another wealthy area in the city. Well, we have bodies to loot.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tumac. Wow. Fine great sword. A lot of items. Let's just pick it up, store it all. Coin.
Yeah.
Ah, some kind of scepter. Fine scepter. Fine robe. Lead key. A lead key covered in dark blue. A hued patina. Let's just take it all and store it. Fine robe. And her grimoire. We take it. Aloth can look at that later. I really should be looking for traps, especially up here. What is this? Is this Woedica? Whether by design or by consequence of the sputtering candlelight, the hooded statue's face is almost impossible to see.
Steady does it.
Devotees have placed assorted keys, their teeth filed away among the runnels of wax. Interesting. All the wax pouring down from there. We have some gold in that. This looks like a door that could open. Let's see. Well, that might open it, that lever. Let's try opening this pot. Oh, what's this? Torque of Defiance. Interesting. I wonder if anybody in our group could use that. Oh, I've stashed it away. We'll have to get it later. As I thought. It opens up. Okay, this seems to go upstairs then. Let's go, guys. Comes out to the surface. Well, if anything, this looks like a ruined part of the city. I haven't been here before. What? Is a ghost right here? What? A ghost hovers...
Come to pay your respects to the queen that was.
That was? Woedica. Speaking of the god Woedica. She's no longer in the pantheon, or at least respected. Ghost hovers in the middle of the ruin, reciting blessings and prayers. Even as the spirit's form shifts and swirls, it retains the face of an elderly man and robes that mark wealth and status. It turns to me. Who are you?
Lord Ardwellen Rugform III, and pleased to make your acquaintance. I came to the Deerwood on one of the first ships from Adia, and unlike the yokels and hut dwellers around here, I still keep to the old ways.
I've seen both ways. It's truly a pity to see what the locals have done to Woedica's house of worship. This is it, I take it. What are you doing?
Worshipping Woedica, the exiled queen and oathbinder. I come every day to offer my devotion. I'd love nothing more than to book passage back to Adia, but it is my emperor's wish that I serve in these barbaric lands. And so I do.
I'd like to know more about Woedica.
A queen among the gods. She oversees laws and oaths. Everything has a rightful place, and Woedica watches over them all. Of course, not everyone accepts this. Even among the other gods, her authority is questioned. But Woedica is also goddess of memory and vengeance, and she remembers. She'll remember every slight and trespass when she reclaims her throne.
Interesting. You know that you're a ghost, right?
I beg your pardon? Is this some sort of joke where you come from?
I'm serious, just look at yourself.
A madhouse. That's what this town really needs.
Sort of has one. Sanitarium. Goodbye. That is the first time I've ever encountered a ghost who is a genuine ghost and not a vision of the past.
A moment, please.
What?
I feel I should explain myself.
Okay.
I? About my episode in the Catacombs. There's something I should have told you earlier.
Cross my arms and I'll wait. He clasped his hands together, slowly massaging a knuckle with his thumb. I meant no harm. I thought I could keep it to myself. That when we resolve the matter of your soul, we would also address my problem.
I also have an awakened soul. But unlike yours, mine is a presence that shares my senses and my skin, making herself manifest at the most unwelcome times.
That's how that fight started in front of the Black Hound in the Gilded Vale, didn't it? He closes his eyes and grits his teeth. His lips quiver and twitch with the vestiges of some internal debate. Several seconds later, he opens his eyes again. They're watery and bloodshot.
I'm sorry. I've tried to learn to control Isilmir. I've gotten stronger, but so has she.
It's understandable, but you could have told me everything. Especially after knowing that I'm a watcher. Tell me about Isilmir.
Artless, uncouth, a creature of rash impulses and feeble faculties. She wags her impertinent tongue when she should listen.
Aye, this one's fit to boil. Hard to get this gaff over anything tisn't to do with books and spell speak.
This is going to be interesting being with him. More interesting than I originally thought. I knew something was up. He speaks in an odd tongue at times. I even saw it before the fight began outside the inn in Gilded Vale. He grimaces, running his hands through his hair. I have none of her memories. Barath spared me that much. But her coarse manners and intolerable hill speak suggest a provincial from a very, very long time ago. She tends to surface a hair's breadth from conflict, when the fuse has burned down and teeth are on edge, and when she shows up, she doesn't stop to gauge a situation, she just acts. She seems reckless. That's it exactly. You recall the way she goaded those villagers in the Gilded Vale. She doesn't think, and she doesn't back down, and trying to suppress that has been my problem for years. Why didn't you say something sooner?
I learned to keep her a secret a very long time ago. Those with awakened souls are shunned, mistrusted. And after your experience with Meerwald, I'm certain you can see why. You need to be careful.
Is this going to be a problem?
Merely an annoyance. Although...
He lowers his voice and clasps his hand behind his back. Minute twitches and spasms along his arms betray his fidgeting.
Defiance Bay is said to have an entire institution dedicated to the study and cure of soul-related ailments. Since our journeys have already brought us to the city, perhaps we could speak with someone there.
The sanitarium. You really want to go there? For yourself? If it is helpful to you, we'll go.
Thank you. This has been a great burden.
Let's talk about something else. He looks at me with quiet attentiveness. How may I be of service? I'd like to know more about Isomir. He raises an eyebrow, such as, when did she awaken? My father was a strict man. He expected the best from his only child, and he didn't tolerate failure. His face became drawn. At times he could be rather adamant, particularly when he'd been drinking. Isomir manifested on one such occasion. To be honest, I don't remember the specifics, only that he was more careful with me after that. You said that you'd learned to hide her a long time ago. My mother instructed me to keep her a secret after she first emerged. She feared that knowledge of my awakening would render me an outcast. Even though Isomir proved useful against my father, I trusted my mother's advice, and I've since come to see the wisdom behind it. Merwald is an extreme example, but one that I can relate to more and more each year. Could I talk directly to her? Gives me a taut frown. Her usurpations are uncomfortable enough. I'm not eager to invite her into my consciousness more than necessary. It's understandable, then. That's all. Well, let's explore this section of the city. Maybe we'll, there's some tower in a ruined part. I don't know if this is it, though. Well, we have a lot of work ahead of us if we're to discover more about this Leaden Key.